Alright, and welcome back to the Bits of Good Bootcamp. We're going to take a quick dive into cookies inside of Express. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is that we're going to need to import a new NPM library. So I'm going to go ahead, I already installed this, so I'm just going to go ahead and add the import, and that's going to be cookie parser, and we're going to require that from cookie-parser. Perfect. And then we need to apply this as middleware. So we're going to do app.use cookie parser, and that's all we have to do. All right, cool. Now let's throw in a route here just from beginning. Let's make this a nice index route, and we'll just say res.send homepage. And I'm actually going to add in some HTML here that is going to allow us later to build on this a bit. Click here to check out. Let's close that off. Okay, so now what we have here is we just have a route, and it's going to look for the slash, and then whenever it gets that, it's going to show us the screen. So let's take a quick second here and make sure that that's working. Cool, so we have homepage and click here to check out. So if we do this, we don't actually have anything for checkout yet, so that's not doing anything. So let's go ahead and add that next. I'll say app.get checkout, same deal, rec res, and then we'll just say res.send. Thanks for shopping with us. Cool. So let's make sure this works. Perfect. So we have these two routes. Now, obviously, this is a really basic web page, but we wanna jazz it up, and the way that we're going to do that is by using cookies. So you should have learned already in the previous video kind of what cookies are. They're tokens that the server sends the browser to store some information on the browser, typically to identify who the browser is. So what we're going to do is we're going to set a cookie using what we can do here in Express. So what I'm going to do actually is let's expect or perhaps assume that in the query parameter of our URL, the browser is going to send us a name, and that's going to be the customer's name. So this is a simplifying assumption, but we're just going to roll for it. So we'll say const name is equal to rec.query.name, and we'll just provide a default just in case the browser doesn't send us the query attribute. And then I want to store this inside of a cookie. So I want to essentially send the browser a cookie along with my res.send that they will keep in their browser, and every single time they make another request to me, they will include that cookie in the request. And the way that we do that is we say res.cookie, and then we can type in whatever we want the name of our cookie to be. You can see here the little box that popped up has all the details, so we'll just call it customer name. And then name is going to be our value, which is coming from here. So that's going to be either passed in from a query parameter, or it's just going to be strange or otherwise. And then I want to make this a little nicer over here, and let's make this message a little bit more personalized here. So instead of just saying thanks for shopping with us, let's add rec.cookies.name. So then this is going to be taking the cookie that we're setting as part of this request. Actually, so this should be customer name. Whatever the cookie is that we're setting over here, we're going to use it over here. So this is how we set cookies, and this is how we access cookies later. So let's test this out. All right, so we're here. We don't have any name in our query parameter right now, so let's come. And we're seeing that we're having strangers shown to us. So that's good. Just for a test, if I put in name is equal to Andre, and I just send that request now, so the GET request here, right, will have received my name Andre, and then it will have set a cookie using the name customer name and the value name, and then so when I hit checkout, this should show me Andre instead of stranger this time. So let's give it a try. Perfect. So we're seeing that's exactly what's happening. Let's take a second here, and we can actually dive into our Chrome developer tools, and we can see that this cookie is being saved. So if you come into here, you can see that customer name and Andre is right there. And then so if I were to clear this, and just go back and hit this, you see it's undefined because literally there is no cookie. But if we go back, now the customer name was set to Andre, and if I get rid of that, now it's just stranger. So this is where you can see the cookies. So this was it. That was just a short introduction on how to use cookies in Express, and then now go and take care of that inline exercise that's listed.